This song I wrote about 1996 when the Georgia, Atlanta Olympics were going on. All that Olympic bombing and all that stuff was happening, and at the same time I was listening to this all-night radio, a lot of all-night radio, and these psychics were predicting all kinds of horrific things for the 2000s. The volcanoes all over the world and continents splitting off and California being in the ocean and everything. This is all supposed to happen by 2007, which of course it didn't happen. But at the time I was going through my Al Gore phase, I guess, and I thought it wasn't going to happen, so I wrote this song. We gather players for the five-ring circus and we light that giant torch. We'll get out the banjos, guitars, and fiddles for a hoedown on the neighbor's porch. And when we shout our triumphs to the Georgia moon, we'll lift our voices to a grateful tune. Doesn't anybody notice that the moon is howling back? Run for the glory in the deal, or fiddle on a reel while the moon is howling. Laugh for the folly or crying shame. Won't you dance in the rain while the moon is howling? Ooh, the moon is howling back. Somebody brought a homemade bomb to the party, and for days it led the news that for all the king's horses and all the king's men, a sinner still gets to choose. Forget the analysis and speculation. If a talking head had imagination, your TV would admit that the moon is howling back. Run from the loonies in the band, on the prowl again while the moon is howling. Laugh for the folly or crying shame. Are you lost in the rain while the moon is howling? Ooh, the moon is howling back. We raise our flags and we stake our claims. Trash is earth while we shout our names. Now the kingdom of fools is wearing thin between the elements without and the arrogance within. So gather players for the five-ring circus and build another giant torch. Or get out the banjos, guitars, and fiddles for a hoedown on the neighbor's porch. And we can shout our triumphs to the Sydney moon, or meet the millennium with hopeful tunes. Will anybody notice that the moon is howling back? Run for the passion in the play, nobody gets away while the moon is howling. Laugh for the folly or crying shame. Won't you cry with the rain while the moon is howling? Ooh.